In the end, everyone who thought fossil fuels would last forever were bitterly disappointed. Nobody bothered to try to develop alternative energy resources. Now everyone and everything was in the dark. No more transportation. No more electricity. No more processed food. If only we had understood. Now it's too late. This problem is all about you and me. Our very future relies upon how we approach this problem. If you do nothing, then who will? If we do nothing, then it will all end in nothing. However, if we look to the future and work now to develop alternative energy resources before it is too late, we just might stand a chance. According to ecoinfo.net, with global population growth and the development of formerly undeveloped countries, energy demand is growing fast. A nearly 50% jump in global energy demand by 2035 is expected. This means that our rate of resource depletion is rapidly increasing. On the website financialpost.com, Yadullah Hussein states that, according to HSBC, by the year 2050, the world's energy output will not be able to meet the demands made on it. My point is that without our active participation in advocating for development of alternative energy resources, there will literally be no resources by the time the next generation fully takes over in this world of ours. I will first tell you what I believe we need to do about the energy crisis. Then I will explain why we need to do something about it. And finally, how I think that we can go about doing it. First, let me point out the problem with reliance on fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are created by nature over thousands and perhaps millions of years of time. According to the website EIA.gov, in 2011, the United States generated about 4.106 billion kilowatt hours of electricity. About 60% of the electricity generated was from fossil fuel, with 42% attributed from coal. It will take us time to research and develop alternative fuels. So we need to begin researching and developing now. We should begin budgeting more money and resources into research and development. Now that we've covered why we need to act on the problem of depleting energy resources, let's move on to what we need to do now. There are quite a number of reasons why we need to be doing something about this crisis now rather than later. Sure, they will be replaced eventually by nature, but can we afford to wait even 10,000 years? If we continue to believe that someone else will deal with this, then quite possibly so is everybody else. It is our generation's responsibility to look into the development of alternative energy resources. We are responsible for the future of the world, and that includes making sure there is enough energy for the future. Now that we've covered what we need to do about depleting energy resources and why, finally we will discuss how we should be dealing with it. We need to tackle the research and development side of things. We need to adequately finance research of alternative energy resources. We need to actively lobby our leaders to become motivated to overcome procrastination and ignorance, and let them know that we are concerned with this upcoming crisis. We need to actively recruit the younger generation to become active and involved in the idea of developing alternative energy resources to replace fossil fuels. We can only conclude from the evidence and the need that our way forward is to become involved in the process of replacing our dwindling resources with alternative resources and technology to replace the fossil fuels being rapidly depleted. In summary, it is the responsibility of the current generation to look after the needs of the coming generations. Fossil fuels will not last forever, and its depletion is rapidly increasing. We should never assume that someone else will take care of it. And this is a very urgent crisis, not something to think about later. By tackling the financial and technological needs now, and by persuading the next generation to become involved now as well, we will be able to overcome the energy crisis before it is too late. Thank you.